Good evening and welcome to Thai PBS World Tonight. Finally, the new semester began on the 1st of July after a long delay because of COVID-19 pandemic. And in terms of content, many faculty of many universities have to adjust its teaching and learning style. Among them is Faculty of Architecture at KMITL. I talked to fifth-year students or last year students of the faculty and the dean of the faculty, what the future they see in terms of the content of Faculty of Architecture, especially in this age of new normal post-COVID-19. First-year students at the Faculty of Architecture at KMITL are working on their first draft design. They have to learn the basics and do it manually, though technology is quite advanced. Mastering the basic skills of the architect is still crucial, though technology like AI and big data will help these young architects in the near future.
นักศึกษาเรียนจาก3มิติก่อน
Pishana Chayoshaichana is graduating from the faculty. She recalls her experience during the first year in this workshop and tells me her hopes for the future.
You are in your 5th year of architectural studies and you are about to graduate very soon. Are you ready to take on the world, the new challenges in this technology disruption?
Yes, I think it's quite challenging, and all over the past few years that I've been studying here, it's already a rewarding experience. And to keep moving on, it's also a new challenge that I need to find the solution for it. So not only just solving problems in the university in our own study project, but in the real world that people really need this solution for their architectural products or anything else. I think it's really important for me to take this step and moving forward.
Do you think which one is more challenging between technology advancement and then the mindset or the skill of architect? Which one is more difficult to keep yourself updated with?
I think it's both are also important in their own way. It's also the thing that I need to keep, and I need to keep updating with my own skills, my own soft skills, and also the technologies, because finally it's always need to be together. We need to use both technology and also my own identity to create everything, create a design project or architectural project. It's always the integration of every single knowledge. So I think both are all important.
In your curriculum, how does it integrate with data or AI or 3D printing, for example? I mean, how does it integrate with technology in terms of improving or enhancing your capacity?
In terms of designing, I think nowadays AI and technology is kind of like a tool for designing, and we need to adapt our own skills into to use those two in full capacity. So in order to create one single good and proper architecture for society, we need to integrate lots of things. So not just our own designing process, but also history, sustainability, people, environment. Everything is all connected in order to create a good architecture, which is essentially good for everybody, truly, both aesthetically and functionally.
Do you think the world is getting tougher for new generation?
Indeed, of course. I think every generation always have their own challenge. Not only my generations. Of course, you said that our generation have to face like an AI or technology kind of problems as a new challenge in this generation. But of course, the older generation or the generation is like in the future, they also have their own challenge they need to face, and they just need to adapt themselves. They just need to use their own skill, own identity to create like their own product for society.
And what do you like to do in the future to improve society in your role as architect?
Actually, I still haven't got like a particular idea that what I'm going to do as an architect in the future. But in the end, we just need to create like a better society for everyone in their own way. Not just like serve the community as a charity or anything, but everything that you do, even for commercial purpose or anything, it's all connected into like people's mind and what it could achieve or what it could bring to society is really important.
Waravit Kunklang, another fifth-year student, told me that he believes the fundamental skills of the architect will remain the same, no matter how the context changes.
Now you are in your 5th year as architect. To be here again, do you miss the old days?
Yes, of course. I've been here for like 3 years, so yeah, I miss here very much.
Now I see how the first year is working on that project. And in terms of skill, do you think at the end of the 5th year, this basic skill, can it be still applying to the future?
Okay, for the skill that I think that still maintain, even we graduate from here or anywhere else, I think that the design thinking, the ability to collect every data and stimulate it and to decide it.
And in terms of data, because in your year, you have learned already how to apply using data in your architect, in your design. Can you tell me, how do you use data in your design?
Okay, for data, for our design, we adapt everything about everything like the data about user, the data about climate, the data about context, data about history, data about everything that around our site or our project to collect them together and to decide it.
Do you still believe that human architect still have skill that AI or computer don't have?
Yes, of course, I believe that, because I think that the building that designed by architect will have like humanity in it, and everything that human only knows it. Yeah, that AI cannot do it.
Assistant Professor Antika Sowatsi, the Dean of the faculty, told me that technology is changing very fast, and the young students are probably not the real challenge. Rather, it is how the faculty members cope with those rapid changes.
Which one is more difficult to change between training or reskilling the teacher, lecturer, or faculty staff, and then to train the new students? Which one is more difficult?
For me, for the lecturer, because the lecturer, they were born in one generation, in one age. For example, in the industrial age, they are very expert in their own expertise. But when the technology change, you have to do both, either the regulation to force them to reskill, upskill themselves, or the soft tool, such as the motivation for doing the new research, grant, or other incentive to motivate them to change the way they teach. That would be one challenge. But for the student, even the new generation, it seems like more easier than the Generation X, for example. But because they have very short focus on one thing, you need to change the way of teaching. For example, you have to adapt to use the active learning into the classroom. You have to do with the problem-based learning rather than lecture-based. So the both things have to change alongside together at the same time.
And for the future of architecture tomorrow, please stay tuned and listen to more detail from the Dean for the Faculties of Architecture of KMITL. And that's all from Thai PBS World Tonight. Thank you very much for watching.